Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to connect ElevenLabs to Medusa backend as a learning from the project I'm doing for the client, where we need to gather the orders from the incoming voice calls, create a drafts for the sales reps to convert them, and allow certain modifications on this order for the clients. Let's start with the demo, and then I'll show you how it's how to wire it up. Hi, what can you do for me?
You with ordering parts, checking on existing orders, or updating a
Okay,
shipping address.
that's okay. That's enough. Well, so I want 2 blue Loctites, and do you have the green ones? I think it's like 290.
Loctite 242, quantity 2 added. Loctite 290, quantity 1 added. What else?
Actually, I need 5 blue green ones. So change it.
290, quantity 5 added. What else?
Okay, and also give me nitrile gloves. You have any gloves? Just 1 pack.
3M nitrile disposable gloves. Quantity 1 added. What else?
Okay, so just read me my basket now.
You have 2 Loctite 242, 5 Loctite 290, and 1 3M nitrile disposable gloves in your cart. What else?
Okay, just delete the gloves and that's it. Place an order.
Get a notification when the quote's ready.
Okay, so now what actually happens, you can see that this draft from my email was created today with the exact product, and as a sales rep, I can convert it to an order. But let's say that now we would like to see maybe this order, and the client needs to create some kind of a change on the existing order, like, I don't know, change of the address.
Tour parts desk here. What do you need?
Actually, I need to change the shipping address for my order number 10.
Okay, what is the new street address, city, postal code, and country code for order 10?
What is now as a shipping address?
The current shipping address for order 10 is 6666 Manufacturing Avenue, Detroit.
This is wrong. It's 456 Manufacturing Avenue. The rest stays the same.
Order 10.
And now we can see that after I refresh Medusa from the old address, it will be updated. Okay, so how do you wire this up? First of all, the basics of ElevenLabs and the basic of any agent, you need to create a prompt. Of course, this one says what is the role of the agent, yada yada, which tools you can use, and I'm gonna go to the tool definition in a second, and what should happen after specific things, like what should happen after the order lookup, what should happen after the address changes, and so on. So you choose a voice here. This one is pretty good for the B2B. What is your language and what is the LLM? Then the most important thing is to create the tools, and the tools are actually the part that makes your agent talk to your backend. There are some predefined tools like transfer to a phone number or end the conversation, and so on. But the most important thing is that you can add webhooks that create things in your backend. So let's take a look how it works. Okay. So there are a few layers. Like in this setup, ElevenLabs handles all the voice AI, all the speech to text. Gemini, as I showed you, handle the LLM part, and text to speech is also ElevenLabs basics. Then it basically calls a server on Railway, which has all the Medusa endpoints. So when the LLM decides it needs to take an action, be it look up a customer, create an order, change an address, it calls your server where you have your business logic layer. So it validates requests, it talks to Medusa. So basically you own this code and you decide what's allowed, what's not allowed. And then talking about webhooks, I think the most important concept is to understand the value types. As you can see here, for example, the tool can be defined in the configuration tool with no code. You just set up the URL where there should be a post or get method. You describe it and you figure out what are the parameters and whether they're dynamic variable, LLM prompt, or constant value. Constant value is a hard-coded value that never changes. Dynamic variable is reliable, so once you get like customer ID, it always stays the same. There's no way the agent is going to hallucinate. And you can also pick the LLM prompt, which extracts from the conversation and decides what to do with it. Examples here, let's say finalize order. We have dynamic variable customer ID lookup to link order. It's always going to be true, right? But if you look at the update shipping address, the LLM needs to figure out what is the order to update. So the value type is the LLM prompt. The good thing, if you don't know how to create a specific webhook, you can always run Claude inside your terminal. And how I will do it based on my Medusa configuration and example webhooks like finalize order, create a PRD requirements for a webhook that'll delete orders for the customers. And how I would work on it after Claude comes back with some PRDs, I will go to Ralph, which you probably are aware of, and I would just make some PRDs, as I did here, for example, update finalize order to use customer ID dynamic variable, give a description, like modify the ElevenLabs tool, config, and create the acceptance criteria for it, and run it in parallel. That's it. So ElevenLabs handles voice, you handle the business logic, Medusa handles commerce. If you'd like to see like part of the codes or how it's set up, let me know.